We are now going to go to question number 1.2. This is not easy, so I'm going to try and go slowly. And I want everybody quickly to turn to their formula sheet. And question number 2 asks me to find sin 2 theta plus cos 2 theta. Sin 2 theta plus cos 2 theta. If you go to your formula sheet, if you page back quickly, you will see that sin 2 theta, expansion for that is 2 sin theta cos theta. You fill it in just as it is on your formula sheet. This is called the double angle formula. But now, if you look on your formula sheet, cos 2 theta has 3 expansions. Grade 12, you can choose any one of the 3. You can choose any one of the 3 expansions. It is your decision. Now, I have chosen cos squared theta minus sin squared theta. It is on your formula sheet. I have chosen cos squared theta minus sin squared theta. Now, for putting down sin 2 theta's expansion and cos 2 theta's expansion, you get 2 marks. Remember, I said at the beginning, you can choose any expansion. What I want you guys to do now is to go back to your sketch that we drew, and I want you to go fill in the ratios for sin, the ratio for cos, again for cos and for sin. Substitute it with me, then we're going to go to our calculators and see what our answer is. I have 2. You open up your bracket because you're ready to fill in the ratio for sin theta. Remember, sin is the opposite over the hypotenuse. You open up another bracket. Cos is the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. I hope you're all getting these ratios. Plus, now you've got cos again. Now you know that the ratio for cos is negative 4 over 5. Grade 12s, but what do we see? We need to square it. So you put a square down. Minus, what is the ratio for sin? I have it already. It is negative 3 over 5, and once again, you need to square it. I filled in all my ratios, and all I have to do now is to go to my calculator and to work this out. I'm going to give you a minute or 2 to go see what answer you get, and then again the opportunity for you to ask me questions pertaining to 1.2, sin 2 theta plus cos 2 theta. And while you're thinking of your questions, I want everybody on their calculators to see what will the final answer be after I have substituted these values. Okay, let me see if we have any. Can you please, we've got a question here that says, can you please show some questions as well? Here's the question, everybody, sin 2 theta plus cos 2 theta, and we filled in all our ratios. What I want you to do is to go on your calculators and to see what the final answer was. When I worked this out, I got 2. Open up the bracket, a negative times a negative gives you a positive. That is 12 over 25. Plus, we have 16 over 25 minus 9 over 25. I want you all to do this on your calculators. Let's see if I can quickly go and look at some questions. Here are some questions. Why do we need to square? Okay, we need to square the negative 4 over 5. Why? Because they said cos squared. In your first ratio, they only said cos, so you just said negative 4 over 5 moko. But when you say square, you have to put that ratio in a bracket and you need to square. All right, we've got some answers here. If I work this out, I got an answer of 31 over 25. 31 over 25. I think that is correct, and that was your final answer for this question. And I see that some people, Calvin, you sent through an answer. Can we maybe do it the other way? You cannot do this sum a different way. You have to go and use your formula. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, and cos 2 theta, like I say, is cos squared minus sin squared. Obviously, if you guys used a different expansion for the cos 2 theta ratio, then you should also get to the same answer. And let me just see if I type in 31 over 25. Your answer is 1,24. I got such a lot of correct answers. Talita, that's beautiful. Calvin, your answer is beautiful. And can I go straight to the answer? Nate Jackson, you ask, can I go straight to the answer? You don't need to show me any of these intermediate steps from here. You can go directly to 31 over 25, or like I got a lot of you saying, 1,24. Can we leave the answer in decimal form? Another question, no problem. You can leave your answer in decimal form. Our question didn't say without a calculator, right? So we can use our calculator. So you can leave your answer in decimal form if, listen to this, if our question said without a calculator, then please don't go to decimal form. Leave it as 31 over 25. Learners, I think you are doing brilliantly. I got a lot of correct answers. It is 1,24, and I'm ready to go to the tan 2 theta question.